Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope that you're all doing well. My daughter's asleep right now, so I'm talking quietly, perhaps. So generally, your syllabus is going to have all of the everything for your class, right? But that's not really the case for this class. For this class, what you're going to see is syllabus is going to have some like kind of basic stuff, but really the additional course information tab is what you want to look at. So here, remember, if you recall on the first video, I was talking about these Moodle quizzes. Yeah, I believe that these are the check-in quizzes, but I have to make sure that is indeed the case. So these, so you go down here, you watch module. So this maybe like on your first day, or maybe you should perhaps be a bit past your first day, but anywho. Maybe so we're working on module 1. We've got functions here. So we look at our, we watch our module 1. So we're going to go in here. We, watch our Panopto recording, do all this stuff. And then afterwards, what you're going to do is you're going to go on here to the module 1 self-check. Right, so we go on here. And so now we start taking these. So let's say that I, square root of x minus 3. We know that square roots can't be negative, and so this is just going to be this one. This one is an equation, so we're saying that the following is an equation of y as a function of x. Well, we know that this makes a circle, and a circle doesn't pass the vertical line test. But we also know, if we solve for this, we'd have y equals plus or minus the square root of 9 minus x. It's 9 minus x squared. It's not just plus. If you're not getting all this, this is not like fine. I'm just saying that I just want you guys to see this, how you take these, right? So if the material's a bit too fast, then don't worry about it. Find the domain of the function. Once again, we know that 9 minus x squared, we know that this guy's got to be positive on the inside, right? So if we're subtracting anything more than squared, then it's going to be negative, so we can't do that. Here, we'd have to factor the bottom, so you divide it 2. You have x squared minus x minus 6. So this means that this guy's always continuous down here, except for when you have 3 or 2. But imagine I get one wrong, right? So let's say following, it doesn't matter. Describe y as a function of x. So 1 maps to, so 3 is mapping to both 9 and negative 9. So this is not true. But let's just say true, right? And then this last one as well. What would this be? The domain and range. The domain is negative infinity to infinity, right? And then the range is going to be negative 3 is achieved when you have 0 in here. Okay, so we finish our attempt, right? And you notice once we finish this, now mind you, all of these everything is only what's the word I'm looking? It's only 8% of your grade or something like this, right? It's a pretty small portion. And we've got all these modules. But notice, I get like, I got this one wrong because we said this is a circle, no vertical line test, but I put true. Got this one wrong, right? Because I was saying that 3 maps to both 9 and negative 9, but I put true. And then we got the rest of them right. So now what we could do here is we could go in, we finish review, and then highest grade. So you can always go back in and redo it. So this should be a free 100%. So you go boom, 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 and boom. Let's see if I actually remember all the answers. This could potentially also not be 100. Okay, well, I forgot one of them. Which one did I forget? Okay, I did the last thing equal to. Yeah, so anywho, but now my grade's an 83, right? So then you go through again, you get 100 and you're fine. So, the modules, it's kind of these should not ever be something that you're not getting 100 on, but still there is a honor system. Like, don't be like talking about them, you like what it says, you're fine to like, use your notes or whatever like this. And then also if you get an answer right, you can always have that written down. You can use the same answer again second time. So it's not like I'm gonna be checking your time, like, oh, you only spent 2 minutes on the second attempt. No, I expect the second attempt to be quicker. But if you look down here to the additional course information, we're talking about how those guys, it's kind of honor system. Like, right, I don't want you guys like chit chat about it or whatever. Homeworks, you are fine to chit chat and stuff like that, and you guys can always go to office hours or to the tutoring center. Okay, I will talk about the tutoring center real quick because I got an email about it. Somebody was saying, hey man, I really want to get some tutoring for this class. The math tutoring center is going to be SAS 2 something. It's on the second floor. So if you're walking in from like the rest of North Campus, so you got all the other buildings and that big windy road with all the the concrete spheres outside. You just walk in, you go straight to the left. Now, if you're walking in from the below, like the parking garage side, then you go up the stairs to get to the second floor, and then you go to the right. So it's gonna be in there. But the tutoring center is great. It's open for like a while every day, and there's other grad students like me just in there, like kind of helping you with stuff. It's super nice. Furthermore, I feel like there's one more thing. And then finally, I wanted to say that the the Delta testing should all be ready, so you should be fine to like schedule your tests with that, right? So go ahead, schedule your exams, get them done quickly. We notice here that test 1 is going to be yeah, so we're saying that where is the thing about note cards? I feel like here it is. It's in here. Yes, we're saying that you have a 3x5 note card front and back. You will be provided with scrap paper. But because we're doing Moodle quizzes, the scrap paper. Oh, my video paused. Well, you're just gonna see my face, or maybe I can turn it off. Here, your scrap paper will not be taken. Like I don't get scrap paper. So if you have scrap paper and you write on the scrap paper, and I'm saying something about, write your work for partial credit or something like this, and your work is only on the scrap paper, you are getting 0 partial credit. So make sure that when you're doing things, and we'll talk more about exams when we get to the time, but just, that's important. Just make sure you have a valid ID, whatever. So these are the dates of the exams, and you'll be able to schedule those on Delta. And, okay, that's kind of all I had to say. So hope that y'all have a wonderful day. I will see you on the morrow. Have a good one.